In this video, we'll be going over subsets. So given an integer array nums of unique elements, return all possible subsets to the power set. The solution set must not contain duplicate subsets. Return the solution in any order. So in our first example, we have nums with 1, 2, 3. This means each subset can only use the elements that are given, and each element should only be used once. Let's go over the thought process. We will be implementing a recursive backtracking approach. For each of the elements x at index I, after adding x to our current subset, we will want to continue our search for more elements from I plus 1. This is because we do not want duplicate elements inside our subset, so we need to continue to search forward. Then after accounting for x, we will want to backtrack our steps. This can be done by removing the last elements from current subset. This will give space for the next elements and allow us to find the next subset. Since we want to find all possible subsets in each of the recursive calls, we will want to add the current subset into our resulting list. As we can see here, we even want the empty subsets. And then each time we add elements for each of the new subsets, we want to add it to our resulting list. Let's go over the pseudocode. So we're going to create a list results, or a list of lists result, to keep track of all subsets. And then we're going to implement the recursive backtracking approach. And then we ask ourselves, what parameters do we need? The first one is I, our current starting index. Our current starting index that we're searching from. So it's initially going to be 0. And then it's going to be subset, or let's first put nums, the input array. And then subset is the current list or current subset. And results is the list of all subsets. And then we're going to, in each of the recursive call, we're going to add a copy of subset to result. We do not want to just add a subset to result because you'll be passing it by reference. So we're going to iterate through the indices from I to nums.length minus 1, or to the end of the array, denoted as j. Then we're going to add nums j to subset, add the current element to our subset. Then we're going to recursively find the rest of the elements, starting from j plus 1. Then we're going to remove the last elements from subset. This backtrack our steps for the next element, so then we can return results. Let's go over the code. So we're first going to create a result list to keep track of all subsets. Then we can implement the recursive backtracking approach. The current subset and also the result of all subsets. And then we'll recursive backtrack our current starting index, our input array, our current subset, and our list of all subsets. Then in each of the recursive calls, we want to add a copy of the current subset to our resulting list. Then we can iterate through, starting from I to the end of the array. We add the current elements to subset. And then we're going to recursively find the rest of the elements, starting from j plus 1. Then we can remove the last elements from subset, backtrack our steps for the next elements to find another subset. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below.